Imagine a world where death is no longer the end. What if our thoughts, memories, and even our very essence could be preserved digitally, allowing us to live on in a simulated reality? This tantalizing prospect, once confined to the realm of science fiction, is now a topic of serious scientific inquiry, sparking both excitement and apprehension in equal measure. The idea of uploading our consciousness, the very essence of who we are, raises profound questions about the nature of life, death, and what it means to be human. Can we truly replicate the complexity of the human mind in a digital form? And if so, what implications would this hold for the future of our species? The quest for digital immortality is an ambitious one, fraught with challenges that push the boundaries of our current understanding. Yet, the potential rewards are too great to ignore. If successful, we could unlock the secrets of the mind, conquer death, and usher in a new era of human existence. Before we can even contemplate uploading our consciousness, we must first grapple with a fundamental question. What exactly is consciousness? This seemingly simple question has baffled philosophers and scientists for centuries, giving rise to what is known as the hard problem of consciousness. Consciousness is often described as subjective experience, the feeling of what it's like to be you. It encompasses our thoughts, emotions, senses, and self-awareness. But how do these subjective experiences arise from the physical matter of our brains? This remains a mystery. Traditional neuroscience explains brain function through electrical and chemical signals between neurons. However, it struggles to explain how these physical processes give rise to the subjective, qualitative experience of consciousness. Some theories propose that consciousness emerges from complex information processing in the brain, while others suggest it is a fundamental property of the universe, like space and time. Regardless of its origin, replicating consciousness digitally presents an enormous challenge. It requires not only mapping the intricate connections of our neurons, but also understanding the code by which our brains generate subjective experience. This remains a monumental task, far beyond our current capabilities. Despite the challenges, scientists are making strides towards understanding and interacting with the brain in unprecedented ways. Brain-computer interfaces, BCIs, represent a significant step in this direction. BCIs are devices that allow direct communication between the brain and external devices, such as computers or prosthetic limbs. Current BCIs are relatively rudimentary, focusing on translating simple brain signals into commands. For example, researchers have developed BCIs that allow paralyzed patients to control robotic arms or communicate using thought alone. However, these technologies are a far cry from the sophisticated brain-computer integration required for consciousness uploading. Another promising avenue of research is whole brain emulation, WBE. This hypothetical technology aims to create a complete functional simulation of a brain on a computer. By mapping the connections and functions of every neuron in the brain, proponents of WBE believe we could one day upload a person's mind into a digital substrate. While WBE remains highly speculative, it offers a potential pathway towards digital immortality. If successful, it could allow us to transfer our consciousness into a more durable, potentially immortal digital form. Several ambitious projects are underway to map the brain's intricate structure and function. The Human Brain Project, a European research initiative, aims to create a detailed simulation of the human brain using supercomputers. While not focused on consciousness uploading, this project could provide valuable insights into brain function and pave the way for future advancements in brain emulation. Other initiatives focus on preserving the physical brain itself, hoping that future technologies will be able to extract and upload the information it contains. Nectomi, a controversial company, aims to develop methods for preserving brains with the goal of eventually uploading them into computer simulations. These projects highlight the growing interest in understanding and preserving the human mind. While still in their infancy, they represent crucial steps towards unraveling the mysteries of the brain and exploring the possibility of digital immortality. The prospect of digital consciousness raises a myriad of ethical and philosophical questions. If we can create a digital copy of a person's mind, is it truly them? Does it possess the same rights and consciousness as the original individual? And who owns this digital consciousness? The individual, the corporation that created it, or perhaps no one at all? The issue of personal identity becomes particularly complex in the context of digital copies. If we can create multiple copies of the same mind, which one is the real individual? Would each copy develop its own unique experiences and diverge into separate entities? Furthermore, the prospect of digital immortality raises questions about the soul, free will, and the very definition of life and death. Would existing in a digital realm fundamentally alter our understanding of these concepts? These ethical considerations are crucial and require careful examination before we proceed too far down the path of digital consciousness. The potential benefits of this technology are immense, but so too are the risks. We must proceed with caution and engage in open dialogue to ensure that our pursuit of technological advancement does not come at the cost of our humanity. While the technology for uploading consciousness remains elusive, we can envision potential pathways towards this goal. Advancements in nanotechnology, artificial intelligence, and quantum computing could provide the tools needed to map and replicate the brain's complex processes with sufficient fidelity. One possibility involves developing advanced nanobots capable of traversing the brain, mapping its structure, and recording the information stored within each neuron. This information could then be used to construct a digital replica of the brain on a powerful computer system. Another approach focuses on developing artificial intelligence systems capable of learning and replicating the functions of the human brain. By training AI on vast datasets of neural activity and sensory input, we might create artificial minds capable of hosting human consciousness. However, alongside these possibilities come significant challenges. The sheer complexity of the brain, with its trillions of connections and constantly evolving structure, presents a formidable obstacle. Moreover, the ethical and societal implications of creating digital consciousness require careful consideration to avoid unintended consequences. The journey towards digital immortality is fraught with uncertainty. The technologies involved are still in their infancy, and the ethical questions are complex and multifaceted. However, the potential rewards are so profound that the pursuit is likely to continue with increasing intensity in the coming decades. If successful, the ability to upload our consciousness would have far-reaching implications for humanity. It could fundamentally alter our understanding of life and death, ushering in an era where death is no longer inevitable but a choice. It could also lead to new forms of communication, collaboration, and creativity, as digital minds connect and interact in ways unimaginable today. However, this future is not without its risks. We must be wary of creating a digital divide, where only the privileged few have access to digital immortality. We must also consider the potential for misuse and exploitation of this technology, ensuring that it is used ethically and responsibly. The quest for digital immortality is ultimately a reflection of our deepest desires and fears. It speaks to our longing for connection, our fear of oblivion, and our enduring fascination with the mysteries of the mind. Whether or not we achieve this ambitious goal, the journey itself will undoubtedly lead to profound discoveries about ourselves and the universe we inhabit.